Brother's graduation speech about family success stories, then the university president called my name. The auditorium buzzed with proud families and flashing cameras, the air thick with the scent of flowers and freshly ironed gowns. I sat quietly in the last row of the audience, my clothes wrinkled from the long bus ride, my hands nervously gripping a faded cap. No one looked twice at me. And that was okay, I wasn't here for me. I was here for my younger brother, Daniel, the pride of our family. The first to graduate from college. Daniel was everything I hoped he'd be, smart, kind, and determined. I was 12 when our parents died in a car crash, and at 17, I dropped out of high school to raise him. We bounced between part-time jobs and cheap apartments. I worked nights as a janitor, days at a mechanic shop, and made sure Daniel always had food on his plate and books in his backpack. I never let him see how tired I was. He had a future to chase. Now welcoming our student speaker, Daniel Reyes, graduating with honors, the announcer called. The crowd cheered as my brother walked across the stage in his navy blue robe, his smile stretching wide. He looked calm, but I could see the tremble in his hands as he adjusted the mic. When I was asked to speak about family success stories, he began, voice steady. I knew I had to talk about my brother. The audience fell quiet. He never got a diploma, never wore a cap and gown. But he gave me mine. When our parents passed away, he became everything, my guardian, my tutor, my friend. He sacrificed his life so I could build mine. I felt my breath catch in my throat. My fingers tightened around my hat. I wanted to disappear, and yet, I'd never felt so seen. He worked 2, sometimes 3 jobs, Daniel continued. He gave up his dreams without a second thought. People call me successful because I'm graduating today. But I am only here because of him. Somewhere in the rows ahead, someone began to clap. Then another. The entire auditorium rose to its feet. And that's why, Daniel added, looking straight into the crowd, I want him to come on stage and stand where he belongs. My heart thudded. I looked around, unsure he meant me. Then the university president stepped up to the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Luis Reyes, Daniel's brother, and today, our honorary graduate. I froze. My legs refused to move. I'd spent my whole life hiding in the background, letting my brother shine. But today, he was pulling me into the light. The walk to the stage felt longer than every year I had spent in the shadows. As I climbed the steps, Daniel met me with open arms. The crowd roared. Cameras flashed. The president shook my hand and placed an honorary stole around my shoulders. Tears welled up as Daniel leaned in and whispered, "You deserve this more than anyone here." The moment felt surreal. I wasn't supposed to be part of this world of polished shoes and proud diplomas. I was the man behind the scenes, the one who patched holes in boots and heated canned soup for dinner. But here I was, recognized, honored, and loved. As we stood together under the bright lights, I thought about every night I came home sore, every morning I left before sunrise. None of it was in vain. My brother had become a man of integrity and purpose. And now, somehow, the world saw me too. After the ceremony, dozens of strangers approached me. Parents shook my hand. Graduates thanked me for reminding them what family really meant. One woman hugged me and said, "You showed us that success isn't just about diplomas, it's about heart." That night, Daniel and I sat on a park bench, caps in hand. The sun was setting, painting the sky in hues of orange and hope. "I always felt guilty," he confessed. "Like I was leaving you behind." "You never left me," I replied, placing a hand on his shoulder. "You just carried everything I couldn't." He smiled. "You're my hero, you know." I looked out at the horizon, the world feeling suddenly vast and full of second chances. "No," I said softly. "We're each other's." And maybe that's what family success truly is, not one person reaching the top, but one person making sure the other never falls.